Well, hello, my wonderful friends. And I forgot to turn the light on, so always need to have the light on. So this is Bobby G coming to you on the Kelly Lunt station on YouTube, here for your listening pleasure and free mini reads. I'll be doing mini reads. Hi, Iona. Um, I will be, and Ebony. Hello there, darlings. I will be doing free mini reads for the first part of the show, and we'll see how things go. I will be available towards the end of the show for those of you who haven't had your questions answered through my PayPal. But for the show, just wanting to promote what Kelly and I are doing, we're wanting to bring more readings to you, more events to you, more offerings for you to grow yourselves, for you to expand into your life, to get the answers to your questions. And anything you can do with super chats to support us, to help us grow and move more powerfully to be able to provide what we're providing for you is greatly appreciated. Love, love, love those super chats. And love all of you. Hello, Iona. Okay. Lasagna? Okay. Happily Ever After, like that name. Neurolay, okay. Divine Love and Light Warrior, hello, darling. Everybody's just in here chatting. Chris, Sweet Fairyish, I love that. Okay. Casey, Rainbow of Love. I just love the names you guys are choosing for yourself. I just go by Bobby G. And Anna, hello, darling. From the UK, already loving it, loving it, loving it. So I realized when I watched what I had done last time that for many of you, you don't know who I am. Many of you who have followed me from Blog Talk Radio over the last 10 years, this will be a repeat. But for those of you who are new to the Bobby G, I want to introduce myself and my Gregory Guide Continuum. He's right here sitting on my hand. My husband said, you need a picture of Gregory. And I said, that's kind of hard to do because it's spirit. So what I do, I have been channeling an entity called the Gregory Continuum. Actually, it's a group of spiritual masters, but mostly it's Gregory who comes through for the last 30 years. 20 of those years have been doing it professionally, teaching classes, doing private readings, doing psychic fairs. If you go to my website, www.bobbieg.com, you can see the first book that I've channeled. I'm in the process of channeling another one that will be out probably by the end of next year. Maybe sooner, don't know. It depends on when Gregory brings me the information. But for my first channeled book, The Choice, about life as a choice. And that has sold, I think I'm in my second 100 because I've just been doing it myself and not promoting it that much. But it's very fun. You can get it on Amazon.com or at booklocker.com. So I've been doing all of that, teaching classes, doing private readings, and I had a Blog Talk Radio show for 10 years. And in that 10 years, there was a wonderful community of people who came together every Wednesday morning to chat, to share with one another, and to get their private readings. And at that time, I was just doing the Gregory as my gift to the universe. I didn't charge for that particular part. I just did the readings. And then when I decided to retire my therapy practice last year, I decided that I'm going to go into this full time. And with Gregory's encouragement, he's really working with me a lot. Because one of the sayings is I'm a happy, healthy, clear channel of Gregory and source energy, blissfully manifesting abundance through multiple channels in ever-widening circles, bringing Gregory to people who want this information. And the ever-widening circle is part of what's happening here on YouTube, is getting out to more and more of you from different places. Now, when I was on Blog Talk, it was really fun because I'd get on there and somebody from Singapore would be on there, or somebody from India, or somebody from the UK. It was just wonderful that I could sit here in my jammies with no makeup on because I was on the radio and be talking to people throughout the world and sharing the gifts of Gregory. And I got so much validation. I was up to a couple thousand people a week at one time when I was doing it daily. So now I am moving into the YouTube genre to be able to work with even more people, to be able to share this information. And it's quite an exciting ride, and I'm so blessed to have so many of you starting to follow me. I'm loving it. We'll be doing more of this. I would like you to know, okay, divine love and light. I got that, darling. And I'll get back to that when I get finished with, thank you, darling, this part of it. This is part of what I'm having to learn too, is switching back and forth. Because when I would do the blog talk, I'd just go into state and I would be there the whole time. This is a different genre here. So in doing that, I have learned so much, because right now it's bringing the gifts of what I have as Bobbie in my 20 years as a counselor and therapist, guiding people through the traumas and dramas in their life, and the wisdom and the gifts of the Gregory that allow me to see people in a broader perspective. And one of the things that I love to do in our private readings is help people work through their blocks to moving forward in their life, developing their spiritual gifts, knowing what questions to ask and what words to use in your life to help you expand past where you're at right now to where you want to be. And to combine the beauty of the Gregory with some of what I've learned in my Bobbie life, as I call it. You'll hear me come through, and this is my Bobbie. To assist people in growing and expanding. When I was a therapist, people asked me, how can you listen to people's problems? How can you deal with all that trauma and drama? And at that time I said, because I love to watch people grow. I love to watch people expand. I love to watch people find ways to be more than you ever thought you could be. And now that I get to bring the Gregory into it more powerfully, I got to tell you guys, what's happening when I do readings for people is just phenomenal. I'm loving it. I'm loving being able to be here with you and to play with this, And since I'm also wanting to play and have fun in my life, I'm challenged to balance all that I want to do to help each and every one of you with what I want to do to play and have fun for me. So you and I are on a journey together as you get to watch the Bobbie G grow, learn about the Gregory, and find answers to your questions. Okay, so that's the Bobbie. Now I'm going to bring through the Gregory. So for that, we're going to slow down and do the 3 cleansing breaths. Hello, my darlings. As always, we are delighted to be here, to be of service to each and every one of you, because it is our intent and has always been our intent since the beginning of what you would call humankind, to be of service to help you navigate this journey of bringing non-physical life into a physical body and navigating the steps to create the life you want to create. We like to borrow from our brother Abraham when he says, you can't get it wrong and you're never done. Because all of this is just a lesson. Everything that's going on with you now, whether you think it's right or whether you think it's wrong, is just a lesson. You're a growing, learning, expanding machine with an non-physical energy Now, your body is more than a machine. We don't like that phraseology, Bobbie. You're a growing, expanding entity. Always, always, always. Everything that happens to you in this life is exactly where you need to be. Now, we know that many times our physical friends will say, Gregory, how can you say that? Look at what's happening. Oh, it's so terrible. I don't like this. That is information for you to realize that you're on a path that doesn't work. That's information for you to say, so if I don't want that, what do I want? And how can I take steps to bring what I do want into my reality? And the first step of that process is to accept your response ability, the ability to respond to your environment, to realize that you are a choice maker and you get to make multiple choices that lead you in a direction you like or in a direction you don't like. A direction you don't like is not bad, darlings. It's just more information. Now, if you keep going down, you don't like, and you keep going down, you don't like, and you keep going down, you don't like, and you keep getting more of what you don't like, that's information for you to say, hold it. What is the habit I'm in? What are the behaviors I'm doing that has created this? What new ways could I choose to think, behave, and believe? We'll give you an example. And yes, for those of you who are asking, we are going to be doing readings, but we're doing our opening statement right now. This morning, Bobbie woke up and she was having some negative thoughts going on. She didn't know why, but she knew that that has been a habit sometimes that she wakes up with. And wisely, through work with us over the years, she's learned to go, hold it. Reach for the gratitude. Reach for the joy. Reach for the abundance. So she got up and she went and journaled a copious amount of information about what the blessings are in her life and how happy she is to be in this life. And then she did a process that she learned from her therapy work to explore what that negative thought was about. And it was just fear, because this whole process she's doing here is new. And so the fear got turned into, I don't want to. And she does want to. And so turning around those thoughts created this, what you're seeing, created the joy, the fun, the bliss, the wondrousness that you get to experience and that she's going to share with you through us when we start doing readings. This is how you change your life. This is how you move forward. You listen to the words that are going on and find the words that don't serve you. You pay attention to the habits you have and pay attention to the ones that don't work. Then you focus on the habits that do work and you find words that do work and you get guidance wherever you can to help keep you focused in a direction that leads you to what you want to have happen. This is such a pivotally important lesson. We say it so many times. You'll hear it again. We've said it out thousands of times over the 10 years and the thousands of shows we did on Blog Talk Radio. Because it's so important and it's so simple. People dismiss it as, well, that can't be that easy. Yeah, it is that easy. But because it's simple, the mind dismisses it. But what we want you to know is it's the little teeny steps you take every day, the little teeny habits you create or let go of, the little teeny words you don't say anymore, and the new little words you do say. And you put all of those things together day after day, year after year, and you manifest a life. And the way you know you're on the right or wrong path is if the path you're on isn't working for you, then you need to make some changes so it feels better. It's not the wrong path. We don't want you to beat yourself up. You just weren't paying attention. But the minute you start paying attention, just 1 hour a day, 1 minute a day, we're not asking for a lot. When we ask you to meditate, we set the timer and breathe in and out for 5 minutes. That will clear you phenomenally. Little steps, little steps, little steps. The journey of 1,000 steps starts with one. or 10,000 starts with 1. So that is our message for today. And we'll talk to you more if people are curious about who the Gregory is and where we came from and what we do. But for right now, we're just going to do the message because we've been talking a bit and we want to make sure that we get time to do the readings. Okay, so divine love and light. Do you have a question you would like to ask of the Gregory? Yes. And while she's doing that, I'm going to go over here and put my information in, because Kelly's training me about doing this. Oh my goodness, it says Kelly Lunt, but it is, oh, that's confusing. It should say for private readings with BobbieG and Gregory. Okay. Yes, I do have a PayPal. For those of you who want the PayPal, it's $20 and it is paypal.me/BobbieG333. I will put that in here. PayPal.me BobbieG333. I didn't put the WW in there, but y'all know about that. Okay. So divine love and light. Do you have a question you're wanting, darling, to answer, or were you just donating? Message, please. Thank you so much. Okay, divine love and light warrior. Okay, you want a general message. All right, darling. The goddess energy is coming through very powerfully to you, my darling. And we're wanting you to pay attention to surrounding yourself with this goddess energy, with this, oh, it's so vibrant. It's so vibrant. It's surrounding you. And what you're needing to do to allow the goddess energy to come through more powerfully and bring you the vibrations you're seeking is to put yourself in a seated position. Create, it's not a cone, it's kind of like a circle and cone of energy around you. Then fill that energy with the vibration of whatever color you work. We're showing Bobbie golden light because that's the color she likes for spirit. But if there's another color that works for you, surround yourself with that energy and bring in the wisdom by breathing in love and light. Goddess energy I receive. Love and light. Goddess energy I receive. Love and light. Goddess energy I receive. Do that for a number of minutes. The mind starts to take off, just go, nope, coming back into this beautiful cone of energy with the goddess. And the love and light and goddess energy I receive. Breathing in, breathing out, and then opening your eyes, and whichever you're more comfortable with, either writing down or verbally channeling, what do I need to know to move more powerfully forward in creating my connection with spirit, in growing my business and wisdom. Those specific words will give you the focus you're looking for. What do I need to know to grow my business and my spirit? We said it more completely a minute ago. But be in that place. Allow the goddess energy to flow through to you. The warrior is beautiful energy too. But right now, the goddess energy of nurturement and support is very important to heal your heart more powerfully and open you to the vibrations you're needing, and we don't use need very often, to bring in to grow yourself. There's some needing to open the throat chakra and speak your truth too. So be in that place, dear divine love and light. Be in that place and enjoy the gifts of the goddess. Okay. Oh my goodness. And I need to do something here. Excuse me, my darlings. I'm going to take a second, which I hope won't cause any problems, to do this. And just a quarter second, darlings. Okay, I'm going over here. All right. Okay, so I see Grow Tarot sent me money, and I see Gucci. There was another one I'm called to read on, though. I'm gonna call for Rainbow of Love. And I believe it is Gucci. Gucci to goats. I love that. And then we're going to read for Glow Tarot. Okay. But first, Rainbow of Love, powerful message coming through for you. Business license. Not yet. Sometimes a business license serves you, but for you right now, there's some more groundwork that you're needing to do in your business. There's some more foundation that you need to formulate. For one thing, so that you're clearer about your business name and your business message. The license isn't bad. There's nothing wrong with it. But we're wanting you to do some more groundwork before you step into the logistics of the human mundania world that is also important for business. But right now you have other options you need to explore, whether or not you need a local business license to move forward with what you're doing. So do some more research, do some more exploration and some more groundwork on what you want to create in your business before you go to the business license part. Okay. So, oh, Divine Love and Light, you're welcome. Yes, you were put out into the universe yesterday with the new moon in Leo. Greatly appreciated. Okay. Yes, my darling. Glad to be of service. Okay, I have to take a swallow of water. So, Gucci to goats, darling. What do you want to know? Could you type that in so I can answer your questions? And I also kind of, while I'm answering some of these, I go through and just whatever pops out, Gregory leads me to. You're welcome, Rainbow of Love. Welcome to put. Okay, Iona wants a general. She was first, so she gets to hear. The first people on definitely get readings. I love to do that. Okay, still waiting to get through for Gucci. Let me see if you put a question up here. Nope, just a. PayPal donations. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Divine Love and Light. I appreciate that. Okay. Okay. So, Gregory, I've had several potential projects I would love to get, but recently everything seems to be stagnant and not moving forward. Will anything come through? Oh, good question, Gucci. Two things are happening with the stagnation. The first is you're needing time to rest and reassess. That part of what you're doing, we are most pleased with. This is your guides coming through. But what you need to work on is there's some underlying fears, thoughts, considerations about moving forward that are getting in your way. There is a process that Bobbie can help you with, that she utilizes, and we can also, to help you work through those blocks, a process that can move you through your considerations. It's a very powerful process and works very quickly. And we will also give you a quick one here, is to just, you've heard this before probably, well, we haven't been on this particular modality, so we're going to speak it again. You sit down and write down, what do I fear will happen if, and start writing it down, writing it down, writing it down, writing it down. For each and every one of those that you're thinking about, what is your consideration about the various projects? The next row is why those considerations aren't true. And the third row is what you're going to do to move past those considerations. Now, sometimes with that process, people can get past the blocks, break through it, and things start moving. But if things don't start moving, you might want to consider signing up for a private coaching session on how to do this, where we can give you the full process that leads you from that stuck place. So do the resting. That part we're okay with. But also look at the blocks, because sometimes when you're being blocked, and we would have told you if this were true, you're not supposed to go forward in any of it. You're supposed to wait. But right now, you can wait and you can rest. That's okay. But you need, if you want to move forward, we would strongly suggest you do the process we gave to help you move forward in your business. Get past the considerations. It's rather like with, oh, we're not going to go into that. We're going to leave time. Okay. I'm sorry, that was Bobbie coming through with my thoughts about it, and I want to stick with your guys' readings, unless you want to hear my thoughts about some of what I go through. I go through a lot of what you guys are talking about. This is Bobbie right now. I have considerations, I have challenges, and a lot of what I can teach you is because of what I've been through. And then, of course, the Gregory teaches people stuff on business that I never knew. So I love it when y'all come to me for business questions, because Gregory comes through with this incredible stuff. Ravi, hi, darling. Ah, love seeing you here. Oh, I love all these brie prints. Plum punts, it looks like. Okay. Yes, I know. I'm going to do a reading for you in a minute. Plum punts. Okay. Well, we're down to Glow Tarot. Glow Tarot. What would you like to know, darling? It'll be Glow Tarot, then Iona, and then Plum Punts. Plum Punts. I wonder if that's pronounced differently. Okay. Thank you, Happily Ever After. All right. And then we'll do Happily Ever After, because she was second on AFTER. Okay, Glow Tarot. Oh, okay. That's you. Okay, darling. Okay. You're welcome for the efforts. And can you see happening between H and I? Wish I could give you better news, my darling. What we're getting is this, which means stop. It means take time. It means slow down. The X means no. The cross means stop, slow down, take time. It's a caution sign. It's time for you to reassess. There's a part of you that's feeling drawn in that direction, but there's a part of you that knows you need to reassess. Don't let the giddiness and the happiness and the hopefulness get in the way of seeing the signs of potential struggle here. Yeah. Is there any more? We're not telling you it's bad. We're telling you to pay attention. Do you understand, my darling? We're telling you to pay attention, to slow down. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yep. You got it. You got it. So if you will listen to your heart chakra and notice when your throat is closing up so that you're not speaking your truth, open your heart and speak your truth. You'll find the answers we're talking about to help you make a decision on whether this individual is somebody you want to play games with, play with. Yeah, not games with. All right. All right, darling. Blessings. And mind-blowingly accurate. We love that. It's always good to let Bobbie know that we're accurate. I know, guys. I've been doing this for 30 years, and I'm still amazed at what Gregory comes through with. Last letter isn't silent. Plum ponce. Ponce? I'll have to work on that, darling. Okay, so Iona, you wanted a general reading. Let me take a swallow of water, my darlings. Okay. And now we got Tayyenda. Tandenza? Okay. We'll get to you after you're on the list. Got to go over here. And for any of you, we're not through to that. We're not through that time yet. Towards the end. And I'm just going to go through here for a second to put, whoops. Okay. So, and oops. Okay. So, July baby, this is Bobbie G. It looks like Kelly Lunt because I'm on her YouTube. So it's her YouTube. So everything I put in the thing says Kelly Lunt, but all of that is from Bobbie G because we're sharing the channel right now, or she's allowing me to come on her channel. So Kelly's doing great for all y'all who know her. Now we're going to go back to Iona wanted a general read. Okay, darling. Are you still here, Iona? Iona. Iona, the words coming through, my darling, are no, 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 no. Pay attention. Pay attention. Notice what is being said. Notice who is saying it. Notice the intent you feel. Pay attention. When you ignore the energy that your heart and gut give you about what is and isn't appropriate with this individual, you put yourself at risk for not moving in the direction you want to move and letting someone else pull you to their agenda. If you take some time to focus, you will know who we're speaking of. And this is very important. This is why your guides wanted you to ask for a general. No, no, no. Pay attention. Pay attention to your heart, your gut, your energy, and follow your intuition. Do not allow yourself to be pulled off your own path. Okay. So, thank you, Divine Love and Light. Yes. And the like button. Oh, I like that. PayPal donations. And the like button for Gregory and Bobbie G, please. Thank you, darling. I didn't know to tell people to push the like button. Yes, that's wonderful. I'm loving it. Oh, you got that one, Iona. Wow, sometimes these come through and my Bobbie brain goes, who are you talking about? But my job is not to read the mail. My job is to deliver it. So, and Plum Ponce, I don't know. I got that done right? Am I even in the ballpark in your name, darling? What did you want? What was your question? Yeah, I'm learning how to do this little by little. I'm learning how to do this day by day. Okay, well, I'm waiting for Plum Ponce. It feels like it should be French, but I don't know. Hello. Okay, darling. What kind of a reading did you want? You are here. Okay. Do you want a general reading? Gregory does great at those, or a general, please. Okay. Ooh. Okay, my darling. Picture being shown. Standing here. It's not even a doorway. It's like to this huge expanse. Okay. But there's a doorway around you, and you're standing at the doorway, and this vista is wide open. The possibilities are wide open. And you're standing here looking for a path into all of this possibility, all of this opportunity. And you've got your hands on the door waiting for the path to happen. Darling, we can't give you a path until you take a step. What needs to happen is several possibilities that you're thinking about. In order to move forward into the vista of opportunity awaiting you, it requires you to take a step and see how it feels. Be in that space and notice what the energy is. You can always go back through the door of stuckness if you want, but we suggest that you just begin to walk into the new possibilities and keep your eyes, ears, and energy open to the possibilities. Hear what people have to say. Look to see what's out there. Be in the energy. It's like if you were going to be in a city and you wanted to go somewhere and you wanted to explore the city, and you stood at the door to the hotel and said, well, I don't know where to go and I don't know what to do and I don't know what's available, so I'm going to stay here at the door and hope something shows up. You can't see the possibilities from the door. You have to begin to foray out into your world, begin to talk to people, begin to explore different possibilities, begin to hear different music, begin to play with different ways of being. And when you start to do that, then you have more information to formulate what it is you want to do with your life, how you want to move forward. And it's really important that you trust yourself to be able to make these decisions out here in the possibilities so that you can let go of the framework of the door and the illusion of safety by staying stuck. Whew. Oh my goodness, darling. Okay. Okay, you are at the doorway. You got it. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Woo, I'm excited for your possibilities, though. I hope you could feel that in the message. This is Bobbie. I've got chills. The possibilities for you are just phenomenal. Loving it. So go forward, darling. Okay. And Anna, I will put you on the list, but some of what you just heard for Plum Ponce is also for you. So, okay, we're going to go over here and we're going to, just a minute, do this, go here, go here. I'm playing with my stuff here, darlings, just to see what's over here. Okay, still the same. So, loving this. Happily ever after. Darling, you had a question. What was it? Happily ever after. Let me see if I can find. Can you tell me what you were asking so I don't have to scroll up? I am just want to, while Happily Ever After is responding, she and Ione were like the first two on this morning, and I kind of like it when people show up early, so I kind of give them first chance. I want to thank all of you for being here. I'm really having fun advertising in different Facebook groups and learning this new modality. I'm available for private readings at www.BobbieG.com. And been doing this for those of you who didn't get the beginning blurb, been at this for 30 years, professionally for 20. And class teaching, life coaching, expansion work. Yes, it is so wonderful to be able to be here to this new modality. I'm getting used to it. It's going to take a little bit. So, okay. Oh my goodness. This hour is flying by. Okay, let's go up here and see if we can find what Happily Ever After. Okay, did I ever read for you? Well, I'm not hearing back from you, so maybe I already read for you. Let me know if I didn't. I'm going to jump forward to, let's go back up here to Tayenda. Received a subtle message from Spirit, but they are hard to hear. Can you give me a general message? Or what's the next step to take spiritually? Thank you, Bobbie. You're welcome, darling. Okay. Let's see what Spirit has to say. As you move forward in your spiritual journey, the biggest challenge you are having is belief. You have an old program from childhood or early years where you were led to believe that it was not okay or that you were not powerful enough to be able to read the messages from spirit. So when the messages come through, part of the time you're wanting with your conscious mind, but with the subconscious previous programmed mind, there's a belief that you're not supposed to dabble in this. And when we have taught classes on this, we have a process that we teach people how to move past that illusion that it is dangerous or in any way not okay to hear the messages from spirit. And we find that our physical friends will call on us and call on us and call on us and ask us and ask us and ask us, and then they won't listen to the answers. Or they'll dismiss the answers, or these blocks that say they're not good enough, or they're not supposed to, or it's not all right to be in that energy. Only special people get to hear from spirit. And some of that is what's happening to you, Tanyenda. Some of that is what's getting in your way. You are special. You were born special. You are a child of the universe. We would never not be here for you. There is never a time that you can't reach out to us, and there are always messages for you from us. So when you get a message that you think is elusive or not quite clear, write down what the message is, and then take some breathing meditation and just breathe into the energy and say, it is safe for me to know spirit is always with me. The guidance is here for me. It is safe for me to know. And do that process for a couple of minutes and see if more answers come up. Now, you may have to just get busy throughout the day and let it go, because sometimes we sneak in when your brain isn't so trying so hard. So those are some suggestions. And also, there are processes we can teach you through the Bobbie about how to get past those fear blocks that sometimes get in your way, because you, my darling, are a gifted individual. We want those gifts to be expanded and to grow, because, my darlings, we need all of you to be able to tap into these spiritual gifts in order to move this planet forward in the directions we want it to go, to heal, to expand, and to become all that humanity has the capacity to be. Okay, so that is for Tayenda. Tayenda. I wish I could hear the pronunciation for y'all folks, because I really like doing that. Okay, so great, you got it. All right. Oh, my Chi Heart. Hi, Sharon. Oh, my darling. Well, I don't know. I don't think I have time before the show comes to an end, but I'll keep you in mind, sweet one. See. All right. So, and Divine Love and Light, thank you so much for coming on to help. This is delightful. Okay, Anna, General, I need advice on how to move forward. Okay, Anna. Let me take a swallow of water to focus clear from the last reading. Okay. Wow, Anna, you do need some advice. Sweet one, you're walking into a wall. You're walking into a wall, and you're walking into the wall, and you're walking into the wall, and you're walking into the wall, and you keep walking into the wall, figuring if you walk into it long enough and hard enough, it'll move. How's that working for you? You know it's not working for you. You need to stand back from the wall. Stand back from the belief of lack. Stand back from the words that say you're stuck. Find new words that say, if I didn't think it was impossible, what would be my next best step? If I knew, as I learn what's possible, what do I need to know to move forward here? Then, Anna, look to the right. Look to the left. Turn around and look behind you. Look around the wall. Look around the wall. Look up to spirit and ask for guidance, because there are several other paths available to you, darling. You've got right, you've got left, you've got behind you, which is actually not backwards, it's just a different direction. You've got around the wall this way, and you've got around the wall this way, and you've got divine spiritual guidance up here to help you navigate this. Your wording is getting in your way, Anna. Your wording of being stuck, and your wording in frustration and belief that there isn't a way around this block is limiting you. Pay attention to your words. Pay attention to the words you're saying. When you say words like stuck, blocked, can't move, don't know, have no answer, those words all need to be transformed into words like, I don't have an answer yet. I do notice there's a challenge, but it's not a block. I have other options available, and I know I'm going to be able to find them if I just continue to be open to the possibilities. There's never a problem I've ever had that didn't have an answer. Once I found the answer, it was usually a lot easier than I thought. This is no different. So Anna, pay attention. Pay attention and notice and look around to see what's possible. Okay, my darlings. Hi, Gwen. Good to see you, darling. So we're coming to the end at this point in time. For those of you who didn't get questions answered that want them answered, you can go over to my PayPal at, let's see, well, Divine Love and Light's got it up there, www.paypal.me/BobbieG333. And if you will press the button there, and there is a note there where you can put what your question is, then I can find it instead of having to read through these. I will stay on after the time is over for anybody who wants to pay the $20 for a private, well, not a private reading, a more thorough reading through the BobbieG. And of course, oh, good, Anna. Okay. You got it. You got it. And of course, I'm available. I have openings. I think it's not too late to book for tomorrow. I've got openings tomorrow and next Thursday and Friday. And if Thursday and Friday don't work for any of you, or the times don't work for you, contact me through my website. I have other times available, but I've only specifically blocked those times for the acuity scheduling, just because that allows me the rest of my week to play. But I'm here for you. Okay. So let's take a second here. You're welcome, Tayenda. Okay. We're going to take a moment and just kind of go up here and see if one of them calls to me. You know what I want? For the last question, I want people to type in one word that addresses your question, and I'll pick from that one word and do a final reading and then a final message from Gregory. And if anybody is wanting a read that didn't get your questions answered today, you can go over to my PayPal me, and I will do them from there. Okay. Career. Okay, we got a lot of love here. So I'm going to pick the person who I think has, not who I think, who Gregory is. Okay, Chris, Krisha, would you expand on the love question you're asking? That's the one Gregory wants to address. And the others of you who have asked love, this may also boomerang for you, as all questions Gregory aligns your energy for, so they have them. Did I do enough healing of past loves, and am I ready for true love in my life? Thank you. Okay, Chris. Let us reframe that question, darling. There's always more healing to do. Have you done a good amount of healing? And have you focused powerfully in your healing? Yes, we are most pleased. And there is always more to be done, because the process of learning to love is most importantly about learning to love yourself. It's about learning to appreciate who you are and be in love with you, with the areas you feel you're not so good in and the areas you're proud of yourself in. It's in that space of learning to love yourself and appreciate yourself and just give yourself a hug and take yourself on a date and just wonderful, wonderful being with you. When you're in that space and you focus in that space, then you can bring through individuals who resonate with that. There's still more work for you to do with that, my darling. There's still more work for you to bring your vibration up to what you want it to look like for what you call true love. All love is love. All love has elements of what you're seeking in life. And what vibration you want would be well served if you will expand the self-love and self-appreciation and self-exploration and just be in that place that knows that this is a lifelong journey. It's a lifelong journey. No matter what you do, no matter how much you grow, no matter how much you know, there's always more to do. And so, with that, yes, you've done a good job. Yes, there's still more to do. Yes, there's lots of true lovers out there just waiting to be here with you when your energy is what you want it to be to draw them in. So we hope you understand that. It's not an exact, but that's what we have for you today. Okay, my darlings. Whew, this hour has flown by, but I want you to know that I am going to be here. You're welcome, Chris. I will be here on Thursdays. I am committed. I even changed my hair appointment, which is like an act of God, to be here on a Thursday morning because we made the appointment before I had committed to the Thursday mornings. So it's 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern, and I understand it's 5 o'clock in the UK. Or 6 o'clock. So this is just delightful. I get to reach Europe. And I'm so happy that I'm reaching out to more different groups and more possibilities. If you like what you're seeing here, press the like button. The more likes I get, the better it is, I guess. And it's nice to know that we're going to create a new community here, just like I had on Blog Talk, only different, more expansive, more advantageous. And for those of you who like this, tell your friends, tell them to come on down to no, that's my site's www.BobbieG.com. YouTube/readings if you want to get right to the reading page. For the YouTubes, it's going to be on YouTube/Kelly Lunt because we're doing this on her channel. I appreciate all of the super chats because that's helping Kelly and I grow this channel. Maybe we'll be bringing more people. We want people of high integrity and really talented right-on readings before we put them on the channel. So that's something else that we're looking at. And bringing you more different variety. We're looking at somebody who does music stuff that we're going to consider putting on here. So we're opening to new possibilities so that you have a one-stop shopping place here at the Kelly Lunt channel. All right, my darlings. So thank you all for being here. I'll look forward to playing next week. And I'm just going to double check. I don't see anybody who's gone over to, there was one person with the PayPal, but I already did it, but I'm going to double check that nobody snuck in there and I didn't get them. Oh, okay. Well, let me see the details, Divine Love and Light Warrior. Okay. Let's go here. And where was your question? Did you have a question, darling? Is that? Okay. So Beautiful Souls Ascending. I love your phraseology. So what were you looking for, darling? Is there more that I can do for reading for you, my darling? I see that that donation, which is just beautiful. Thank you so much. So I will stay on to do a reading for you here. If you let me know what you're looking for, darling. Okay. Well, and when I get past the hour angel wings, what I do is go to the YouTube, okay. Anyway, angel wings, I go over to the PayPal process after the hour because it's honoring my energy and my need to monitor how much I'm doing. So next time you come on, you can do a super chat and I'll be happy to do a read. Okay, so Ryan and I. Okay. Okay. Love and light. Okay, Divine Love and Light. Wow, darling, this is a dicey one. Okay. I see two paths. I see one that's kind of a smooth sailing, wonderful, wonderful energy. But I see sometimes that dips over to this rocky, struggleful. It's like Ryan is blocked and there's all these craggy rocks in his way. And those craggy rocks sometimes get in his way of being able to see the love and the connection and the beauty that you can do with him. Because when you two are in that synchronicity place, it's so beautiful, then he has a belief that that's not possible. And then it kind of squiggles everything up for you. And so how you're doing is a lot dependent on whether or not he is willing to let go of those old beliefs and accept that life could really be this good. And he really does hold on to this old quagmire of stuff. As if I let go of this, it's like a truth to him. So we see that there's sometimes it's really juicy and delightful, and you love that when it is. But what you have to decide, my darling, and pay attention to is whether or not he can let go of that old stuff and choose to spend more time over here. Because in the long run, if he doesn't let go of that, it'll start to bring you down. And darling, you're not going down. You're not going down. You will not. You've been there. You've done that. You're not going back. So how you're doing is you've got those two paths. And if he will step up to the plate and be there with you, there is potential. But if he pulls you down, darling, you have to make some decisions about how far down you want to go trying to bring him up. Does that make sense, my darling? Is there more clarity you need on that? Okay. Okay, Malaka. Okay, I got it. So I'm waiting to see if Divine Love and Light got that. And if you're understanding. Okay. I'm afraid to do that for fear it'll take that away. So I'll just have to go over here and do this here. Oh, from CT, Maggie. Hi. CT, Kentucky? No, not Kentucky. Connecticut. Kentucky. Okay. And let me see if Michaela put her question in. Shipping address. Okay, I'm not seeing the question. I may not be tapping in the right place. So yeah, you got it. You got it. So Angel Wings, what is your question, darling? What is your question? I'm not seeing the question here. There's somewhere where it's supposed to give me that. So I need to learn this a little bit better. So I'm waiting for you to put the question in here. Okay. Energy between me, Libra, and J, Pisces. Oh. Wow. Jay absolutely adores you. Absolutely adores you, Michaela. But. Okay. The Pisces fish pulling against each other. And the Libra need for balance sometimes is creating stress in the relationship. And Jay has a need to control that doesn't work well for you. You're needing to be more balanced in what you want to do with your life. And Jay's need to control. The adoration is powerful, but it's a controlling adoration. For this relationship to work, you need to be able to stand in your power and speak your truth, darling. You need to be able to balance how you're going to move forward. And Jay may not like that and may try to push and manipulate and control. And then you have some decisions to make about how far you're willing to be pulled along versus keeping your balance, keeping your energy high and vibrational for what you want to do with your life. This individual, like I said, adores you, but there's a controlling element to it that isn't going to serve you if you can't speak your truth. You can have the adoration as long as you can set the boundaries and the limits about what's okay for you. Okay, you got it, darling. You got it. Okay, so Maggie, you went over and also, all right. Let me see if because when you guys pay, there's a place for you to leave the question. But that's okay. I can just go into it and have you leave the question here. I see it there. Let me see if the details and the question shows up. I may have to have Kelly do some more training for me. Okay. Ah, there it is. I see it. What should I do now? Oh, shipping. Is that your question? What should I do now? Okay. Okay, darling. Maggie, is it Maggie or Maggie Magi? Okay. No. What is your question, darling? For those of you who are staying on, you'll see me water the Bobbie, because when you're channeling, if you're really staying in touch with energy, they turn the vibration up on us to allow the power of this to come through. So waiting for your question, Maggie. All I got was no. Angel Wings got the message. There you go, darling. There you go. Sometimes it's a challenge for me as the Bobbie. I'd like to tell people it's wonderful and everything's perfect and it's the love of your life, but I have to deliver the mail, because that's what you need to know to have a successful relationship, is what Gregory has to say. Okay. Kulavia. Okay. 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 When you press on the activities next to the time, it's the note message. Oh, thank you, Divine Love and Light. Activities. Yep. Not seeing it on mine. I'm going to have to practice on this. Okay, let's go back. Thank you, darling. I'm going to have to explore this some more. Will we have a committed relationship? That's a better question. Okay. Glad that you clarified that question, Maggie, because Machi, no, the world is Kulavia. Kulavia. Glad you clarified the question, because in the future is too far out for us to read. In the future could be any time in the next millennia. Will you have a committed relationship is a better question. His energy at this point in time is very floaty. Okay? It's very floaty. It's like there's definitely not a strong commitment at this point in time. It's like if your relationship were a pool of water, he's got one toe in, and he's thinking about maybe putting a couple more toes in. But at this point in time, his need for freedom and his need to be able to explore other areas of his life is so powerful that we can't tell how far into the future it would take for him to be able to be committed, but we can tell you it's not there in this moment. He could be pressured into it because he doesn't want to lose you. But if you want him to make the decision, you need to give him some more time. You need to be clear about what it is you want in the relationship and what you want in a relationship in general, and let him choose if he's going to participate. But at this point in time, there's only one toe in that pool of relationship, darling. And your choice is, how long are you going to stay in the pool? Because you're in there up to your neck. You're swimming, treading water, and waiting for him to jump in. And we're not seeing it at this moment. But you need to understand something about the Gregory readings. We rarely do readings for future pace anything over 3 months in the future because life changes. Dramatic things happen. People change, situations change, the world changes, the planet changes. So in order to give as accurate a read as we can, we rarely ever look out beyond weeks at a time, actually, but sometimes a little more than 3 months. But at this point in time, that's the read for you, sweet one. Do you have any questions? You've been seeing each other for 2 years. Wow. See, you're in up to your neck. And we can tell you he loves you on some level. We don't want to use the word love. He cares. He likes being with you. He doesn't want to lose you. But that's different than wanting to be in a committed relationship. Do you understand what we're saying? That's different than saying, this is the person I want to spend my life with. This is the person I want to be with. So you've got some things going for you, and that he cares for you, that he doesn't want to lose you, that it's comfortable. But he's got some of his own work to do before he's willing to commit to anybody. It's not specific to you. It's anybody. Okay. All right, my darlings. So hopefully that helps you. I don't know quite how. Kovia. Okay. I'm not saying he has someone else. No, I'm not seeing that. I'm just seeing he's not committed at this point. Doesn't mean he doesn't look, but I don't see him with someone at this point in time. All right, my darlings. Well, Felicia, I'm not doing free reads anymore. I'm doing reads through the PayPal because I've gone over the hour. You're welcome, Neuro, and thank you everybody who showed up. Clavia, I'm not going to tell you to end the relationship, darling. This is Gregory. We give you the information that you need to know to make a decision. The question you need to be asking is, do I want to be in a relationship with somebody with one toe in? Do I want to be in a relationship where I'm in up to my neck saying, I want this, and the other person isn't joining me? Do I want to commit more than 2 years to this in order to see if it'll happen? Or do I want to cut my losses? It's a decision only you can make based on what you're wanting out of your life. But you do have some decisions to make here, and some questions to ask, and some things to look at and to say, hey, are you going to give us a chance? And if he runs when you say, it's $20, Felicia, for the PayPal. It's at BobbieG333. So you need to ask Clavia what you want out of the relationship and how long you're willing to wait. And if he runs when you say, where is this going? That tells you a lot. If he says, I don't know, I need more time, you get to decide how much time. So that is our answer for you, darling. And for you, divine love and light. Yeah. Same answer for you, though, darling. What is it you want? What is it you want? It's not going. Okay. Let me go over here to see summary. Oh, summary down here. Oh. Oh. Okay, 2, 3. I can write that down later. I'm going over here. Oh, well, you can email it too. That's BobbieG22@gmail.com. I love all these possibilities that we have going. It's just so wonderful. Ah, okay, okay, that's PayPal telling me that. I'm just checking in, darlings, to see if it's going through. Okay, so we got that one, and that one. Okay. And that was, well, I'm waiting to see if the email is BobbieG22@gmail.com. And there was one other. Who was the other one I was reading for? Okay. Angel Wings. And I'm going to close with Felicia, if she's able to get the $20 over to the Gmail. I'm not seeing it, darling. Did you send it? It's coming. Okay, well, darling, I'm going to trust you that it's on the way because I want to read for you. And you got it sent, right? If you got it sent, put yes and give me your question. Because I have had people with such high integrity. I love doing this. And this is such fun. This is just really neat because this PayPal me allows me to do readings for one questions. Oh, it hasn't sent yet. Okay. You're welcome, Maggie, which that isn't your name, but I've LV. Oh, it is fun, isn't it? Yeah, what I like about it is for some people, the $150 I charge for an hour reading is a bit steep, but the $20 ones are things where I can just answer a question and be here for you. And I can do it in more depth. My energy switches when I'm, and you get the best of Bobbie because I've been warmed up for an hour of reads, which puts me into a really high vibration. So, Felicia, try the PayPal me again. www.paypal.me/BobbieG333. So we'll give you another second, see if that will go through, and then we'll do the read. The name looks familiar. Have we danced on another platform? Yeah. I got to put my reading rock down. It's a little too heavy. Yeah, sometimes the stuff that goes through is not as all the technical stuff is not as delightful as it could be. So I guess that one of the things I'd like to share with people is in learning to do this, for any of you who are moving into this genre of being available for people and doing readings, is trusting the process, being available to spirit, trusting your own abilities to grow. Because when I've been coaching people on growing their businesses and growing their lives, it's that doubt that gets in your way. It's that doubt that creates struggle. It's that doubt that blocks the energy of spirit coming through. I am amazed at how the Gregory continuum can get through to me through my doubts. And when I set them aside and say just maybe, the power of what comes through is so phenomenal. And for those of you who are growing metaphysical businesses, the more you do this, I've been doing this for 30 years, like I said, 20 years professionally. And the more I do, the more powerfully it comes through. I've been having delightful times. I'll be talking to somebody like Gregory, just like right there with information in ways that are so profound that allow me to trust the value and the power of the message and allow me to deliver it more powerfully to you. So that is the fun of doing this and growing this and being here with you. So I want to encourage everybody, because Gregory has told me they need all of us to be doing this healing, love, and light work. They need us. They're looking for 1 billion people. They need 1 billion all at one time to be on the same wavelength, to do a huge sort of shift in the planet that'll move us into a direction that's going to be more to our liking than some of what happens when we're not in alignment. None of it's bad, they say, but some of it's not in alignment. So, okay, my darlings. Well, Phyllis, if it's not working, I'm not seeing it, sweetie, and I'm running out of steam, so I will, yeah, have to have, if it's not working, you weren't meant to have the questions answered this week. I hate to say that, but sometimes the answer they get is no. Okay, I'll check one last time. Hello, Stephen. And Neuro wants to be part of the billion. Okay, Felicia, I am sorry that it didn't work for you this week, but I hear the universe saying we'll be back here next week. I have to honor my time and energy at this point in time. If it shows up later, I'll contact you somehow or other for a read. Otherwise, everybody, please come join us Thursdays, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, different times in the middle, and even more in Europe. We're here with the Gregory Continuum and BobbieG, and here for your listening pleasure. If you want private readings, you can contact me at www.BobbieG.com. All right, darlings, I'll put that in on my closing. Okay. Thank you, everybody who showed up. There we go. All right, darlings. Love, love, love you. We'll be back to play next week. Okay.